Who's ready to join 5D New Earth? Let me know right here in the chat. Let me know in the comment section who's ready to join 5D New Earth. It's here. It's happening right now. Are you ready? You may have been feeling the symptoms, right, of this ascension process, of this great awakening that's happening on our planet right now. You've been feeling this angst. You've been feeling the emotions. It's obvious that things have been crazy, right? And I'm not even talking about 2020. I'm talking about for a long time. All right, you've been feeling the shift in consciousness. You've been getting into astral projection. You've been getting into Kundalini energy. You've been opening the third eye, unblocking chakras, getting into this energy for a reason. Shout out to everybody right now who's expanding their cup. Shout out to everybody joining me. New Earth is here. I want you to take a moment and just come with me on this visualization real quick. I want you to really imagine what it's like when you think of the word New Earth, or when you think of the word utopia, the Garden of Eden. Right? What does that look like to you? Do you picture endless fields of beautiful trees, animals living amongst each other harmoniously? Right? All of this is happening right now. It's available to us. Of course, the news isn't going to talk about it. Of course, no one is going to promote it, because there's nothing to gain. There's no capitalism in New Earth. There's no greed. There's no power struggles that are going down in New Earth. Why? Because this is all based out of 3D, based out of the Matrix, based off of separation consciousness. Now, when you hear the New Earth term, or the word 5D, this is implying that we are going beyond 3D. We're going beyond duality. We're going into that oneness. We're going into the most beautiful, harmonious vibration that can ever be experienced on planet Earth. This timeline is now available to us. 5D is literally here right now. New Earth is being built right now. And if you felt these symptoms of ascension, if you felt like your job hasn't been serving you, or those lower vibrational habits and tendencies, foods, a little less partying, a little less going out with your friends that used to bring you down all the time, and just waking up exhausted over and over again. Same thing with those foods. You know what I'm talking about, right? It's not about labels here. It's about going all in for 5D, all right? It's not about this or that, or being high vibe or low vibe. It's about going all in for 5D. You let me know. Let me know in the chat if you're in for 5D. I know I am. Are we ready for this? Because you have to go all in for 5D. Type it in real quick. If that really resonates with you, if that's something that you're here for, let me know. Because more souls are awakening to this idea that there is an option beyond 3D. More souls are awakening as the restrictions are upon us that the Matrix has given us. More souls are having that eureka moment as they live in tune with off-grid and nature and these simple, simple things that have been forgotten for far too long. All right, so welcome to this New Earth. Welcome to this 5D consciousness. Let me be the first to let you know that you are not alone. You are not alone if you've been seeking something outside of the Matrix, outside of the norm, outside of the housing and economic structure that the Matrix has built. You know, have you noticed that you can't get away with those things, right? You're a light worker. You're a chosen one. You're a starseed. You're here to go beyond what the Matrix has built, right? You're here to go beyond the game. And that's what New Earth is. Life beyond the game. Life beyond the struggle. Life beyond the rat race. Type it in for me. I'm ready for life beyond the rat race. Does that resonate with you? Is that something that we can just forget? Right? Forget it ever happened. Let's just forget that the rat race ever happened and all these ideas were ever created, because they did not work. It was an experiment upon us. Haven't you noticed that, fam? Haven't you noticed that all of these things, the word career itself is just a made up word? All of these practices, all of these programs, all of these ideas were simply built to keep us in control, to keep us locked into that lower vibration, to keep us in that corral. Now that you become the chosen one, now that you are the shepherd, now that you're on the outside of this corral, it's like, whoa, that box was so small and so restricting. That cage is so tight. How can so many souls continue to fall for this over and over again? You see, this is history repeating itself. This is the 5D consciousness expanding as more people awaken to the fact that New Earth is here, that it's not just an illusion. It's not just some hippie word. It's not some new age technique or talk, right? No, this is actually happening. I don't know about you, but I'm off grid right now. I'm living in New Earth right now. I'm feeling and existing within the fifth dimension right now. That's what this is all about. Every single time I get on live, every single time we are existing right here, co-creating together, we are exuding that fifth dimensional energy. We are expanding to that infinite cup together. So shout out to everybody right now doing this work with me. It's not easy. It's not easy having your own land, building off grid, growing your own food. This is the most dangerous person right now in New Earth. These communities that don't need to go into the matrix water, the matrix food system, the communities that are being built in resilience as the light expands and comes through even more. All of this is happening for a reason. Make no mistake that there are no coincidences. There are no accidents. You are here for a reason. You are being called to build New Earth. You've had the vision. Now it's time to go all in with that vision. What does it look like to you? Again, let's go back. What is that utopia? What is that New Earth? What does that 5D New Earth look like to you? Type it in for me. Get as creative, get as imaginative as you possibly can here, because this is not just some Hollywood idea, some programming. No, this is literally anything you want it to be. Getting away from the dependencies of the matrix, from the food, electricity, money, every aspect of a life. We need to claim our independence, claim our true freedoms, our connection with Jah, our connection with Krishna, our connection with Yeshua, Jesus, Buddha, the oneness. It's all here, baby. Right? We don't need any middleman. We don't need anybody to tell us how to commune with that nature. I don't know about you, but I'm in the cathedral right now. This nature structure is the cathedral. This abundant structure is the cathedral that keeps us immersed into that 5D, into that New Earth energy. Right? And the matrix is going to continue to try to creep in, try to cover it up and contaminate it. Right? That's why it's so important right now to keep building, fam. I know you've exhausted. I know you felt pressure. I know you've been feeling the turmoil. I know you've been feeling the angst and emotions, and all of this is coming from the ego. All of this is coming from the lower self. Remember, that's not you. The New Earth and the 5D consciousness is built from the spirit. This is built from the place of oneness, the place where you are one with everything. So remember that as we go deeper into this consciousness together, as we expand this consciousness together, know that that place of oneness is real. That New Earth is real. Type it in right now if that resonates with you, right? New Earth is real. Type it in for the people who don't believe. Type it in for the people who just keep blaming and keep reiterating the same old belief and practicing the same old thing and expecting different results, right? Type it in. New Earth is real. Have you felt it? Right? Remember, this is not just something that you heard about or something that is now an idea. This is manifested in full action right now. We are literally building, and I am in the construction zone. Now, for those of you who are just now catching up to this idea of what New Earth is, for those of you in the back who weren't listening, for those of you who are just coming around to the level of control and to the level of programming that is out there right now, there has been a division amongst us, right? The duality and the separation consciousness is alive as the matrix grows every single day. They currently control the narrative. They currently are keeping the 3D timeline alive, as it is predominantly the majority timeline that people are on. People are currently on the path of ascension and they don't even know it. You see, at the end of that timeline at 5D, we have New Earth as it's being built. And then at the end of the 3D timeline, we have the end of the road, shall we say, which only leads to more destruction, more chaos, and another fear-based reality. Now, we have to get away from the fear, get away from the conspiracy theories here. This is not about blaming, right? This is about claiming our energy. This is about truly manifesting 5D consciousness, right? And again, this is not just for the chosen ones. This is for people that are truly ready, because this seed has been planted for a very long time. Let's go way back. 2020 was just a recent spark on the same flame that is just igniting even bigger and growing even brighter. So remember that all of this is happening for a reason, and that reason is to implant your consciousness into something that is bigger than yourself, to tap in and connect with something that is bigger than yourself. Now, whether you call that energy God or Yeshua or Jesus or Krishna, Buddha, right, Yahweh, it makes no difference to me. I only judge the results. I never judge the person. If you have that light, if you have that love, if you feel connected, then awesome. Keep going on that path, right? Because all of these paths have a truth. All of these paths will point you in the right direction. It's not a matter of picking apart who's right and who's wrong anymore. It's not about believing or defending or any of this. It's about going all in for 5D consciousness. It's about going into the highest definition of love that you can manifest, the highest vibration that you can possibly experience in your body. That's what this is all about. Starting with the cleansing. Shout out to all the Inner Circle members starting day 1 right here of our cleanse. If you want to join us, we would love to have you. We have a group cleanse going on. Similar to Telegram, we have a Signal app. We communicate 24/7. This is an awesome way to get your light body activated. You see me talk about superfoods, Ormus, Shilajit, CMOS, right? We're activating the light body, getting this in tune with the higher consciousness. All right, shout out to all the Inner Circle members right now. All right, over on Patreon, I love you. Infinite blessings, infinite love out to everybody watching, listening. Okay, because this is happening by no accident. This is happening by no coincidence, all right? You are interested in New Earth. You are attracted to New Earth because the old matrix paradigm has failed you, all right? It doesn't work. It does not suit the soul. You see, the matrix was built to enslave the consciousness and bring people down to that lower vibration, and all we have to do is let it go. De-school, unprogram, get rid of the toxicity in your system, and then finally ascend into the 5D and finally go all into the consciousness that is New Earth. All right, so that's what we are here, and that's what we are doing. Now, one of the most beautiful ways to tap into this consciousness is through music, sound, healing, vibration. So join me, everybody. While you're here, hit that like button, please. Don't forget that 5D Mystery School is going. We are live. There's a brand new YouTube channel. I would love for you to subscribe over there. We need 1,000 subscribers before we can go live on that channel. This is like a group experience, a collaborative experience coming together to host 5D consciousness. All right, so I love each and every one of you. Let's play 432 hertz. I got this custom track. Let me know if you're feeling the energy. This is what New Earth is all about. This is how we tap into 5D. All right, so everybody in the back who is not paying attention, this is going to wake you up. All right, this is going to activate something deep within you. All right, so be prepared. Absolutely beautiful. Let me know if you feel the energy. Type it in real quick. I feel the energy. This is what New Earth is all about. This is 5D. Remember, fifth dimensional energy is not a physical place. This is not a linear timeline. It doesn't go 3, 4, 5, 6. This is the abundance. This is the multidimensional consciousness, which is you, the human form. So shout out to everybody right now who's expanding their consciousness. Shout out to everybody right now tapping into that infinite cup, right? Going deeper into the practice, going deeper into the journey, expanding into the oneness, crystallizing your DNA. That's what this is all about. You know it's real. You've tasted it before. Now it's time to have the whole pie, the whole shebang. Here we go. All right, now New Earth, as you've been wondering about, as you've been visioning of exactly what New Earth and its potential is, know that it's only as powerful as we can make it, right? It's only as credible as we can get it to be. So it's got to be an option for people that have no idea what New Earth is or isn't, right? We got to lend a hand. We got to be the bridge. We got to truly ascend, truly master what it means to not get caught in that duality web. No more blaming, no more frustrations, right? No more getting into those theories or blaming people. All we have to do is accept the fact that New Earth is here and now. The consciousness is expanding and it's growing. It's coming in contact with so many souls, right? Know that this has been proven, right, by Dr. Emoto. Check out his work, Messages in Water. If you have any doubt, this has been proven scientifically, right? Our thoughts affect reality. What you think is what's creating a form of what we would call reality, which is your perception based off your belief. So if you believe that there is abundance out there, then it's out there. Or if you believe that it's just nothingness, then it's just nothingness. Right now, we have to truly believe and truly unite our consciousness and expand it into this oneness, into this energy that is growing and growing and growing. All right, so shout out to all the members over on Patreon and the Inner Circle group. Shout out to everybody right now who's growing within their tribe, right, within your own community, spreading the light, tapping into this love, tapping into this oneness and this energy because it's real. Okay, this is not some hippie woo-woo thing. This is a real, tangible experience that everybody can have, and I'm just excited to share this with you. I'm excited to be a part of this with you in this fifth dimensional New Earth. And I don't know about you, but I'm planting seeds of all kinds. I'm growing trees, sprouting, growing this army of light warriors, building a tribe of people who are on the path of ascension, getting together, growing, talking story, talking what it's like to live in community, to live with this peace and abundance that is government-free, matrix-free. We have the resources. We have the ability. All we have to do is claim it. That's it. Type it in for me. I claim it. That's all you have to do. I claim it, because I'm sending the energy out, right? They're going through the digital waves. Remember, this is just zeros and ones. When you truly claim the energy, when you truly participate in this, that's when it expands. That's when the energy comes through. All right? So all you have to do is say, I claim it. As you're setting that intention, as you're claiming this energy, it's pouring through the cosmos. It's coming through source, going through the Milky Way galaxy, entering our bloods, entering billions of cells that is activating the light, activating and penetrating us into that higher consciousness. All right, so New Earth is here. If you have been doubting it, know that this is your validation right now. If you've been looking and seeking for a sign, this is your sign, right? No more waiting for it. No more, I'm going to do this when I get my new job, or I'm going to wait until I meet that soulmate, or I'm going to wait until I find him or her. No. All in for 5D right now. Because New Earth cannot wait for this, right? Because the Matrix is not waiting. The Matrix is building their army. The darkness is growing every single moment, right? And everything that they're doing, we have to do double. Remember that. Everything that they're doing, we have to do double. right? They're putting it in legislature. They're putting it in mandates. They're creating laws. They're creating everything in their matrix game. And what are we doing on the new earth? What are we doing to build abundance? What are we doing to build community? What are we doing to get resilience? Right? All of this is possible, and it's a lot easier than you might think. So shout out to everybody right now growing and building new earth. Shout out to everybody expanding into that infinite cup. I see you. I know it's not easy. I know this work is not easy, and it's not for everybody. It's not for the faint of heart. It's not for people that are not ready for this, and I understand that. So the fact that you are ready, the fact that you are building, the fact that you are working, the fact that you're doing it and on this path of ascension is truly a miracle. So from my heart to yours, thank you. Infinite blessings and infinite love. So as we build this utopia, as we build this new earth, I want to let you know that the angels are watching. The guides are communicating through you, through the angel numbers, through the synchronicities, the ringing in your ears. These symptoms of ascension are happening for a reason. Since the time you were born, you've been preparing for this. Your soul came through with a very specific soul contract that said, I'm ready to build new earth. And now the team of galactic warriors and team of angels are here to make it happen. So here we go. Now, as this new earth is being built, as we come together with the angels and ascended masters and this galactic team, know that it's not just you on the physical. Remember, you are multidimensional. You are omnipresent. You are not just your body. Yes, we have to use this body. We have to use the meat suit. We have to actually carry and build and hammer and saw and drill and do all the wonderful things that come with construction, right? We have to get our hands deep into the soil. We have to connect, plant the seeds, tend to the crops, right? That's what you are. You are a caretaker, honestly, right? We all need to remember that we are caretakers of this earth. We are here to work in cohabitation, right? Not annihilation. Like we've been doing in the past, and that's what this is all about. That's why the balance has been crossed and all energy needs to come back into balance. That is the main mission behind New Earth. That is the sole intention behind New Earth. That's why you've been studying environmental studies. That's why you've been getting into science of the water and biology, caring about plants, animals, learning about cultivation of crops, learning how to filter water. All these very simple things are a requirement in New Earth that have been forgotten. So shout out to everybody right now on that path who is learning what it takes, who is aspiring to this oneness, aspiring to this higher consciousness, because we're all in for 5D. We're all in for New Earth. And it's here, baby. It's here right now. I'm excited to, represent and just to be a leader in this, because what's happening is we are at a crossroads. We're at a division. The separation consciousness is growing. The matrix is growing, and we need New Earth. Souls are desperate for it. And it's here right now. Let's tap into this oneness together again. Let's get into this energy again. Feel the love. Here we go. Just take a moment, come back down to planet Earth, come back down. Ground your energy, ground yourself. This is it. This is happening 24/7. The omnipresence that is you, the multidimensional self that is you. This is the higher self transmission. You don't even have to understand the words that are coming out of my mouth. All you have to do is listen, absorb it, feel it. You don't have to understand the vibration. You don't have to understand the music, the lyrics, none of this. All you have to do is feel it. This is happening for a reason. You've been guided to this message for a reason. As New Earth is here, as we are continuing to expand into 5D consciousness, as this timeline grows, as more souls are awakening, you are being guided to let go of those old things. And your lower self, your ego, is not going to be comfortable with this. It's going to take some time for your ego to get around the fact that you can't have those dependencies that you are used to. Whether it was your job and the security that was coming from the old personality that was you, because that's not you any longer. That is the person that you have to let go of if you want to accept this more infinite version of you, which is now jumping into 5D and going into this omniverse reality. So welcome to the new you. Introduce yourself as the infinite you, the I am consciousness, the awakened one, the one who is ready for all. Not just you, no longer serving just you and the ego and the I, but going into the I am, going into the omnipresence. Okay, so this is a requirement of New Earth, because anybody who is stuck in the lower vibrational habits is stuck in selfishness. You see, the ego and the attachments that come from the ego is coming from selfishness, right? Me, more this, more that. What about me? What did I do? What did we, whoa, right? That was serving 3D. That is getting people to push over one another and control one another instead of helping and loving one another. That is the difference between 3D and 5D. 5D is we're all in no matter what your occupation is, no matter what your race is, no matter what your skin color or eye color or how many tattoos you have or don't have. We love you. All right? This is the level of love and unconditional love frequency that is pouring through to planet Earth right now. And a lot of people are going to judge it. A lot of people are going to not accept it, and they're going to stay in the matrix and the 3D paradigm. A lot of friends, a lot of your family members are simply not going to accept this unconditional love frequency because they're not ready. Their programming is not ready for it. They're simply not ready, and you have to let them sleep. I know it's uncomfortable. I know you want to bring your friends with you. I know you want your family members to rejoice in New Earth with you. However, it's not going to happen. This is only for the people that are truly ready. And remember, that decision comes from within. This is one of the hardest lessons on the spiritual path, honestly. This is one of the toughest pills to swallow. All right, because I know you have friends, you have family members that are longing for this. They're choosing the darkness right now. They're going deeper into duality. They're going deeper into fear. And the only solution is for you to let them. It's all karma. All right, so I know it's tough, and I know it's going to feel like you want to help them even more. And what about this and what about that? But remember, the best thing that you can do is practice authenticity. The best action is letting them sleep. Let them go through that karmic cycle. Let them go through all of those quote-unquote mistakes. Let them go through all of those things because they need it to activate their consciousness. They're simply not at the same playing field as you are. They're not at the same level in the game. And that's okay. All right, so as we go deeper and we keep expanding into this oneness and this new earth, know that souls will get left behind. More souls are going to anchor to it. And this is going to happen every single day. Right? All you can do is focus on your path and getting the highest vibration, the most powerful energy, the most highest of the high. What does that mean to you? How can you manifest that? If that means cleaner eating habits, getting rid of the trigger foods, Going through the McDonald's drive-thru a little less often, you know what I mean? Getting rid of all of those things that are creating the attachments that are blocking your chakras, blocking the energy, right? And saying yes to the things that are expanding your energy, saying yes to the things that are feeling deeper into that oneness and deeper into that 5D consciousness. What does that mean for you? All of this is happening because this is necessary through the evolutionary scale. This is a necessary event as more souls ascend to 5D, as we all get in tune with this great awakening. More people are going to start questioning the matrix. They're going to start questioning what they're being told. And that's when the light bulb comes on. That's when the New Earth flyer gets slid under their front door. You know what I'm saying? That's when they start peeking and applying, right, for this New Earth application, right? That's when they start activating. That's when you start going a little bit deeper and you start understanding that this is actually a serious thing and it's not some woo-woo energy, right? No, this is real. If you want to taste the sweet nectar that comes from a juicy, ripe, organically grown piece of fruit right here in my backyard, if you want to sow some seeds for yourself, if you want to pick those fruits and dig up, right, those awesome potatoes or the whatever you're growing, like if you want to get into that type of lifestyle, right, living in tune with the land, seeing the moon phases come and go, immersing yourself barefoot out with the ferns, with the ivy, with the plants, the moss, the trees, all of it. It's all this web. It's all this macrocosm that is you. See, it's a reflection of you. It's a reflection of this oneness, and all of us are doing this right now. We are choosing to be in tune with that oneness, or you're choosing to be separate from it. Remember, this is all a choice. This is all happening based off our free will. You see, and we are willingly giving the matrix more control, and that timeline continues to thrive. Meanwhile, New Earth is built right here. We're accepting applications, right? And there's hardly anybody in line. Think about that. People are in line for 3D and the Matrix food, Matrix Earth, McDonald's drive-thru is out the window. Yeah, and nobody wants the organic veggies, right? Think about why that is. Think about why it's all connected, why their web of darkness is so powerful, why that fear is so strong right now. Think about why that exists. Because that's not you. That's not your true nature. That's not who you truly are. See, you're something much more than this. You are so much more expansive than this. And that's why New Earth is necessary. That's why you've heard these words like ascension. If you feel like you've ever resonated with the word starseed or light worker, you feel like you are a chosen one, then you have to build New Earth. You have to ascend to that level and let go of the 3D attachments and desires and go all into this timeline that is here and now. And let me be the first to tell you, this is not easy. It's not automatic, right? Because you have to put in that work of deprogramming, unschooling, and get rid of those limitations that you placed upon yourself. Right? Because we were the ones that let that balance go out of balance. We were the one to let that energy go over the line, and now we have to bring it all back. Claim that energy once and for all. Be freed from that energy. Okay, so keep going on this path and know that you're here for a reason. Know that your guides brought you to this video for a reason. You're experiencing this. You're being led to this message for a reason. Do you believe that? Type it in if you believe it. I believe I am here for a reason. Or just type in, I am here for a reason. You don't need to know what the reason is. You don't need to know why. You just need to know that it's happening for a reason. It's happening because it's meant to happen. It's happening because this is the moment that's going to be the catalyst that's going to bring you into 5D New Earth, whether that's cultivating more skills to live off grid, whether that's finding a community that's already thriving, whether that's quitting your job and getting rid of the responsibilities and the dependencies from Matrix, Babylon, whether that's letting go of the toxic friends, toxic old patterns and life habits that you used to have and saying yes to the infinite you, saying yes to the 5D version of you. Whether that's letting go of all of the foods that are no longer serving you. No more. No more alcohol. No more of that toxicity, right? No more meat. No more blood. You don't need this. This was a program. This was somebody else's agenda. This was somebody trying to control your energy, and you let them. See, we have to take it all back as we build New Earth. That's why it's called New Earth. It's completely new. These are concepts that we have not been practicing. Concepts of sustainability, concepts of oneness, concepts of getting in tune with this energy that nature always wanted us to live by, that Krishna, God, Yeshua, all of these teachers, gurus, right? All of these ascended masters, everybody has talked about this for a reason. It's because people are not living in tune with that balance. People are not living a God-centered life. People are not living a Krishna, Yeshua. People are not living by these teachings. People are living by a selfishness, a desire, a separation, duality, matrix consciousness, and that world is ending. That road is narrowing, and we know exactly where that road ends, and that's why you got to hop on board to New Earth. This is for everybody right now who has been contemplating New Earth, been contemplating the idea of what New Earth is, putting those ideas on the back burner for far too long. You have to step into this responsibility now. You have to do it. We're not waiting for some politician to say it's okay. We're not waiting for some governor or Joe Biden or the next fake president or fake leader to tell us that what's right or what's wrong, because none of this matters in New Earth. That's the matrix in the game that they created. The only thing that matters is going all in for 5D. All right? Because when you're setting that intention, when you're going all in, that's when your guides back you up. That's when the multiverse comes together with the angels, the indigenous tribes, the ascended masters, the light workers, the star seed. We got this team, this galactic team that cannot be touched, right? This galactic team has got your back, right? So make no mistake that all of this is happening for a reason. Everything is happening for a reason. That samsara is ending. Those cycles are ending, right? That old timeline is ending. Say yes to the light. Say yes to the highest, most infinite part of yourself. Because it's here, baby, right here, right now. Hello, everybody in the chat. I see you, beautiful souls. I see you. Comment right here. I am the light. Just type it in. Everybody watching, everybody listening right now, just type it in. I am the light. Because you can't forget that. You see, because you have to affirm it. You have to affirm I am the light. Activate to that presence. Activate to that galactic center of yourself. Right now, as you feel it, as you're typing in that intention, hold that true and watch it manifest. Here we go. Wow. Come back down to planet Earth with me. Up into the cosmos itself. Infinite love, infinite blessings going out to each and every one of you. New Earth is here. Welcome to New Earth. Welcome to 5D consciousness. Welcome to the greatest moment in your life. Everything before this moment was just preparing you for 5D. Everything before in your old personality of who you thought you were was only serving the new version of yourself. It was only getting you to understand that that wasn't you, and it needed to happen before you can understand that you are this new you. Right? So keep going on this process, because what happens is the minute you think that you are that old self, the minute you believe in that separation or you get caught in that fear, the magic will fade. So you have to keep the magic alive, keep dancing, keep playing, keep singing, keep being creative, keep tapping into that oneness through your intuitive practice, right? Through your meditation, through the astral realms, through the guides, through the plants, through all of it. You see, that's what we're doing. That's what all of us are doing right now. We have to use everything as a vehicle for this truth and cast ourselves into this multiverse that we call New Earth. This is it. It's happening on all dimensions. It's happening on all platforms. Now, what's cool about it is it's now available to us, right? Think about all the ascended masters. Think about the Buddhist monks and the yogis on top of the Himalayas and people praying and meditating 24/7, right? To keep the vibration high, to keep the energy going as New Earth is being built, being that bridge for more souls to ascend, more souls to awaken, more souls to enter that higher consciousness. You see, we're all doing this together. We're all anchoring it to the light together, right? And the needle is the darkness right there in the eye of the needle. We got to go through it, right? Purging it out. That's what you're experiencing right now. That's why we see the censorship going down. That's why we see the internet changing, the economic status of our entire planet changing, the food that we eat, the water, the air that we breathe, everything is changing, right? You've seen all of this happen for a reason. That's because the Matrix has to keep going with their game in order to keep people in the corral, right? The sheep can only stay in the sheep if they know that they're sheep, right? As soon as they become the shepherd, they leave the corral. That's why you can't have Kundalini activations going on. That's why you have to put fluoride in the water, you see, to make the pineal gland not work. You see, but if your pineal gland was functioning properly, if your brain was working, if both hemispheres were communicating, right? If you were activating that Kundalini, unblocking the chakras naturally through the natural foods, through the natural fruits, herbs, right? This holistic approach. That's why they're erasing all of these things that are going down. All of the information is getting harder and harder to seek. Then you have to find your way around the censorship. You have to find your way around the Matrix and their games in order to truly enter 5D and enter any sort of truth, even any sort of light, any sort of positivity. So now that we are amidst this huge spiritual war, this huge battlefield, right? Know that New Earth is the only solution. Know that the 5D and the oneness is the only solution. We have to continue to uphold this, continue to get in tune of this energy, continue to spread the love, spread the light to every single person we come in contact with. New Earth is not just about the chosen ones. It's about getting in tune with all aspects of sustainability. All right? That's why you've been curious about environmentalism. That's why you've been contemplating these ideas of sustainability and self-reliance for a very long time. These seeds are being planted within you, right? Just like our ancestors, we have to live simply. We have to live in tune with the earth. We have to go all in for 5D consciousness by simply taking a step back, right? Ask yourself what works and what doesn't work. And I don't know about you, but what we've been doing in this most recent 100 years or so does not work. So let's go back even more than 100 years. You see, let's go back into what our ancestors and what these previous generations were doing. Cultivating their own food, not having chemicals in the land, not having chemicals in the water. These very simple things have been overlooked. So know that when you come over to New Earth, know that all of this is happening because New Earth does not have any chemicals. New Earth has only the most beautiful flowers, the most abundant resources. And that's why this is a threat to the Matrix and their agenda, and a threat to the 3D timeline. Right? So as more people ascend, as more people wake up and enter this 5D timeline, the 3D timeline gets smaller and shallower, right? Until it finally collapses. So keep going. It's working. It's happening right now. You're sharing the posts. You're liking these videos. You're pumping the algorithm. Remember, this is all zeros and ones, everybody. Zeros and ones. If you're here right now listening, watching, hit that like button. Share this video. Go over to any social media. I put out content every single day, and just share any piece of content that resonates with you, because these are zeros and ones. These are things that these algorithms need to be pumped right now. This is how we get more souls over to 5D. This is how we get more souls over to the light. All right, check out everything that's happening right now, and know that there is a place for you beyond the censorship. All right, all of this is happening because as this light grows, as New Earth is being built, right, the Matrix and their control is going to try to creep in and contaminate the energy somehow. That's what's happening through our modern social media, internet, digital era that we live in. So I have created a way around this censorship. Check out Signal. Check out the Inner Circle group over on Patreon. The link is in the description of this video. All you have to do is go to patreon.com/theinfinitecup. Join other like-minded souls already building New Earth. If you feel like you don't have to be the crazy guy like me and build your own house, you can join communities, right? Fully sustainable communities are available to you. You do not have to live the rat race and join the Babylon game any longer. All right, all of this is my sincere gratitude. My sincere gift is to offer this to you. A bridge, a way out of the control. I know it's hard, and I know there's things happening right now that you might not think you can control. However, know that there is an option for you. All right, the love is growing. New Earth is here right now. Honestly, I couldn't be more excited to build every single day. I'm waking up every single day. I'm so tired. I'm exhausted. My hands are calloused. My joints and bones are hurting because I'm literally building every single day. I'm manifesting this vision, and I need as many souls to come on board with me. So if you feel like you're being called to this, if you feel like you want to join New Earth, if you feel like you are a part of this ascension, if you feel like you're a part of this, then I would love to have you. Check out patreon.com/theinfinitecup. Check out theinfinitecup.com. It's all there. All the resources are available for you to activate this light body. Today is day 1 of the cleanse. We are doing a group cleanse as well. If you guys want to join, it's not too late. All right. Preparation for all of this as we begin to accelerate into this higher timeline, into this higher frequency. All right, so know that you're probably feeling a little emotional angst, right? You're probably feeling extra tired, a little extra irritable lately. Okay, this is happening because you have to rid yourself of those old contaminants from the physical body, activate to this light body as it becomes crystalline, right? Your DNA is expanding. Your intelligence is growing. All of this is happening right now. And make no mistake, it's not happening by accident. It's not happening because it's just some coincidence. No, you didn't stumble upon this. The algorithm chose you. The internet chose you. You clicked on it based off your free will. It's happening right now for a reason. So now's the time to spread the light. Now's the time to expand your consciousness. Be in tune with that infinite cup. Be in tune with that 5D energy. Be in tune with what's happening through this cosmic timeline that we call New Earth. Type it in for me real quick. I am in tune. That's all you have to do. I am in tune. You see, there's a rhythm, right? The Schumann resonance. You may have seen the graphs. You may have seen the charts before. This is a very real energy. Okay? This is what we're riding right now. We're riding that wave. We're riding the energy. All the way into 5D, baby. All the way there. All the way as New Earth is built. All the way with our hands up. Just, woo, riding it. All right. So know that this is a game. This is freedom. This is the most expansive thing that could ever happen to you as you enter New Earth, as we enter the oneness. Share all of this love, share all of this information with everybody, because we need the love now more than ever. Wouldn't you agree? Right? We need the love now more than ever. So I just want to take a moment and send some gratitude out to the Patreon members, to all the Inner Circle members over there on patreon.com. Everybody right now who's expanding their cup, who is building New Earth, who is going through that darkness, going through that fear, going through the duality, through the separation consciousness, and literally manifesting your heart's greatest desires. Shout out to you. Right? Because it's not easy. And I know a lot of people are suffering right now. There's a lot of fear and division, and none of that matters when you're living in 5D. So know that there's other souls here on board. Know that your tribe is already here with you. All right, we're growing, we're expanding, right? We got plenty of food for you. We got plenty of fresh water. We got plenty of story to talk with you. Plenty of community, plenty of really exciting things, technologies that need to be built, sustainable housing, sustainable structures. We got to build it all, baby, right? So that's what New Earth is all about. So we're recruiting right now carpenters, electricians, everybody. Seriously, it's just something that if you feel called to this, then join, right? If not, that's okay. We love you too, because you don't need to build anything. All you need to do is prepare your body, your emotional body, your physical body, right? And your mind for all of this that's about to happen, because change is inevitable, right? So if you're not living off grid, if you're not living in tune with this New Earth energy, then you are subject to that control. You're subject to that 3D timeline as it grows and expands, and you get sucked into that fear. All right, so know that the love team is here, baby. We're in all day long. All right, so 5D is here for you. All right, so as you grow in your journey, remember that you're going to hit a few road bumps. All right, this is where the universe is testing you. This is where all of the energy comes in. It's like, oh, are you sure you want to live off grid? Are you sure you want to be away from the city? What about Uber Eats? What about this McDonald's? What about this? What about that? You see, so begin to let go of those dependencies and know that there is even more abundance for you through that tunnel. There's even more than you could possibly imagine. You just have to get through it. You just have to get through that little step that your mind has already been preparing you for. All right, so make no mistake that you've been guided to this message, and make no mistake that all of this is happening for a reason. Okay, so until next time, guys, infinite love, infinite peace. I'm out.